The generator appears to be broken. The generator appears to be broken. I'm not feeling so well. I should try and do something about it. Hello, what's this? I can't see anything of interest. Some things once done cannot be undone. That did the trick. I feel much better now. This petrol tank is empty. This petrol tank is empty. The petrol tank is now full.
Chapter 7. 4 little sailor boys going out to sea. A red herring swallowed one, and then there were 3.
4 bodies upstairs, 2 down. Can't be very hygienic. Still with us, Narracott? Thalidomide isn't much of a poison if you ask me. Although your face is all flushed.
I found the antidote.
Thank heavens!
The weather is moderating. Like a chance for a bonfire on Ship Rock. Can you give an account of your movements?
I followed you and Lombard almost to the top of the stairs. I heard someone below me breathing in the dark, so I stays as still as a church mouse. Then I hear stealthy steps heading down the stairs. This stands investigating, I think. So I creep as carefully as I can back down. I stepped closer and saw the doctor bending over Wargrave.
Who arrived in the dining room after you?
Lombard practically on my heels. Then a few seconds later, Miss Claythorne opened the kitchen door. I found that peculiar.
Did you see the gun anywhere?
No, but I smelled the cordite from it in the air. One thing I don't understand. That wig on the judge's head. Where did that come from?
Someone borrowed Miss Brent's grey yarn. She told me it was missing. She was extremely perturbed.
Something finally broke through that icy shell of hers, eh? I didn't think it was possible. Owen certainly thinks ahead.
You said you knew something about the history of this island.
It was bought by that sailing chap, Elmer Robson. But his wife got seasick, poor dear. Loved the bird watching, but not the boating. An American film star named Gabrielle Steele bought it from them after some scandal or other back in the States. She stuck it out for a couple of years, but must have missed the glamour and excitement of Hollywood because she packed it in. Next, the Admiralty was rumoured to have taken it over for some super-secret stuff I could never get a line on. The thing that puzzled me was that I found no record of anybody named Owen buying the place. I was going to get onto his solicitor, Archibald Morris, before coming, but he died last week.
Died? What was the cause?
Still under investigation, but it sounded like poison to me.
That'll do, Mr. Bloor.
Well, he went with the rest to investigate. I thought the judge was right behind me. I stood there for a moment, wondering whether I should go up or down. While I was there, I heard the shot. I made my way back to the dining room. He was quite dead.
Did you see the gun?
No.
Who arrived in the dining room after you?
Mr. Bloor, I believe. Yes, then Lombard, and finally Miss Claythorne. From the kitchen. I didn't understand that.
That is all for now, Dr. Armstrong. What happened after you went upstairs?
I went to my room, opened the door. A gust of wind blew my candle out. I tried to move toward the French doors to close them when I felt like a hand on my face. Cold, clammy, smelling of the sea. I thought of syrup floating down through the green depths.
Oh, Vera.
I screamed and ran, stumbling in the dark. I found myself at the service hallway, heard running behind me and rushed in there. Then I made my way down the back stairs every time there was a flash of lightning. There was a shot while I was on the stairs. I went through the kitchen to the dining room. I was the last to arrive.
The clammy hand was seaweed hanging from the line. I had a look inside after we, made the judge comfortable. Just the length of seaweed.
Well, whoever strung it up, combined with the generator failing, made a neat diversion designed to separate us.
Did you see the gun anywhere?
No, I'm sorry.
Can you give an account of your movements?
Just for the record, Wargrave was the one so keen on you playing detective, not me. It didn't turn out so well for him, did it?
You won't answer my questions.
I didn't say that. I just thought it worth pointing out. My movements? I ran up the stairs behind you and, well, I ducked into the bathroom at the top. The one Armstrong the judge shared.
Curious behavior.
It occurred to me that Vera's scream was meant to be a diversion. I wanted to see what everyone would do. In the lightning flashes, I saw Bloor head back down the stairs. Narracott was along the hall there. So I went downstairs to the dining room, arriving behind Bloor.
Who arrived in the dining room after you?
Vera appeared in the kitchen doorway a few moments later.
Did you see the gun anywhere?
I saw it in a flash of lightning and scooped it up. I didn't know what had happened then. I realize now you have only my word that I picked it up after the murder.
I think you'd better hand that over.
I think you'd better not try to take it away from me again.
Are you sure you recognized Owen's voice?
All right, Narracott, I'll tell you. I was hired by Archibald Morris, the non-existent Mr. Owen's attorney. He first made contact with me over the telephone. It was Morris's voice on the recording, I'd swear to it.
Thank you, Lombard.
5 left, and we don't know which.
I know.
I haven't the least doubt.
I suppose I do know, really.
I think I've got a pretty good idea now.
I haven't a clue.
I'd go to my room and lock myself in until daylight.
Sound plan.
I agree.
But Patrick doesn't have a room.
Plenty of them about, if he doesn't mind sharing.
5 bullets are plenty.
Oh, Hugo. I'm so sorry.
Self-righteous, smug old hypocrite. Letting Narracott play his detective games with a real professional on the case. He got no more than he deserved. Were you upstairs just now?
No.
One of them's out of his or her room.
Whoever it was went out the front door.
I'll follow. Find out who's missing. That's our killer.
I need to check everyone's room and find out who's missing. Wargrave's body is missing. Interesting development. One I'd better keep to myself for the moment. This is certainly a clue of some sort.
payback. Philip gave me his gun.
It's me, Patrick. Where did he go?
He wanted me to tell you. Since the wind dropped, he was going to try and light the bonfire.
That's a good idea, but he shouldn't try it alone.
Then go help him. I'll be safe locked in here with his gun.
That cliff is surely the highest point on the island. That's quite significant. Someone should be able to see it. Impressive. Not exactly my style, though. Any sign of Armstrong?
He's vanished clean off the island.
Vanished. That's the word. Like some damned conjuring trick.
He must be somewhere.
No, he isn't. We searched the house, too.
Mr. Lombard. Did you stay in your room the entire time?
Yes, I'm not a complete fool.
Did you hear or see anything?
Nothing. After I told you where Philip had gone. Until just now, when he and Mr. Blore returned.
Thank you for your time, Miss Clayton. Did you find Armstrong?
No, he's disappeared. We searched everywhere.
Have you and Lombard been together all this time?
Yes, I found him up on Ship Rock.
Good evening, Mr. Blore. quite a signal fire. Someone should be able to see it. The waves are crashing here with particular violence. Now is not the time for chatter. Now is not the time for chatter. What did you do before Blore found you?
Crept along the balcony to Vera's window and gave her my gun.
Very generous.
Then I went up onto Shiprock. I set the bonfire ablaze, but someone will have to keep an eye on it throughout the night.
That'll be all, Mr. Lombard.
Have you looked in the dining room?
No.
What is it? What is it now?
Only 3 sailor boys are left.
Chapter 8. 3 little sailor boys walking in the zoo. A big bear hugged one, and then there were 2.
Three little sailor boys walking in the zoo.
I've been all over this island more than once, and I've yet to see a bear.
We should stay together in one room. I still have the gun. Wouldn't we be safe then?
Possibly, provided you aren't Owen.
We can't. One of us has to keep the signal fire on Shiprock going.
And there's something else.
So that's here.
Those still alive, yes.
Wargrave's body is missing.
Huh. I have to admit, not much seems to get past you, Narracott.
Oh, how ghastly.
We'd better find it.
Vera is safe enough locked in her room with the gun. Lore, if you and Narracott search for Wargrave...
You mean for his body?
Yes, if you like. I'll keep the bonfire going. There's only one path up to Shiprock. If I keep an eye on that and have a flaming torch close at hand, I should be fine.
I've got this. I'll be all right. I'm going to find Wargrave.
Would you gentlemen mind escorting me to my room?
My pleasure.
Fine, Lombard. I'll start looking for Wargrave too.
Oh, Patrick.
Dead as Hamlet's dad, but not shot, and the body is still warm. Better to let the dead rest in peace. Looks like his head is caved in.
What is it? I heard a cry.
It's Blore. His head's been smashed in by marble block in the shape of a bear.
Oh, but there was one on my... Wait a moment. It was on my mantle. When Philip escorted me to my room, it must have been already gone. One of you, Philip, or you.
Wait! There's nothing I can do for the victim now. That's quite a signal fire. Someone should be able to see it. Dr. Armstrong, dead for hours. And by the looks of him, he's been in the sea most of that time.
Chapter 9. Two little sailor boys sitting in the sun. One got frizzled up, and then there was one.
Don't try to get in. I'm pointing the gun at the door.
I'm not the killer!
You're trying to make me believe Philip is the killer.
Armstrong's dead. His body washed up on the rocks. And Wargrave is sitting in the screening room, dead, again.
That's impossible.
I swear it! This time he was bludgeoned with the law book he wrote. I think that's how he was originally meant to die.
The next rhyme. Two little sailor boys sitting in the sun. One got frizzled up. That means we'll be safe till morning, doesn't it? No one can be frizzled up at night.